Hi guys, and welcome to All Things Nele. This is a hair review for Deja Faux Locs. Here we'll be using colors 1B mixed with 30 and a color 1B. And it's 16 false locks in each pack, and I'll be using 7 packs. My client found this hair for $3.99 on sale, so we decided to try it out. Here, this is the braiding pattern I'll be using. I didn't show myself doing the braiding pattern because if you've seen one, you've seen them all. What decides how I do my braiding pattern is depending on what my client requests. She wanted something that she could pull up into a ponytail, and she didn't want it big. She's had trouble in the past having too much space and having it way too big. So we're going to try something different to see if this will help her get what she needs. Here I'm using my own homemade spray to braid spray to give like a nice moisturizing soothing feeling to the scalp, so she won't have a lot of itching and she won't have dandruff, to help the hair be fresh and moisturized for a couple of days. I offer this spray to my clients only, and I am looking into making it for the public where I can sell it on my website soon. And I'll start leaving links in my video once it's available. But you want to make sure you massage it into the scalp really well and get it nice and moisturized. This will promote healthy hair growth, and she'll start having super thick hair, and it will begin to grow really well for her natural hair. Once I have it all saturated really well, I don't want it to get it really moist, because a lot of times when you add artificial hair, it tends to dry out your real hair. I don't believe in adding a lot of moisturizer to artificial hair or any kind of extension when I put it in, because it tends to cause a bunch of additional buildup. It tends to make the hair dull, and it tends to make the hair heavy. I will use mousse after I'm finished for certain hairstyles, but I do not like to use a bunch of like heavy oil. So here you'll see me crocheting in her ends. I don't like to sew in any ends or anything with weave thread unless the person's hair is super thick, in which that case you have to sew it down where it'll kind of lay down flat, or either I'll braid it in a way where it'll lay flat. But it just all depends on the thickness of the person's hair. I also added hair extensions to protect her hair, to be sure that all her hair is, kept in and protected. So I'm now going to install the locks. And I really love this hair. And I'm going to tell you what I love about this hair. I've been doing crochet braids and micro braids, box braids, most braids for about 28 years now. And I've used a bunch of different brands of hair. But what I like about this hair is most of the hair people braid me that's false lock hair is free tress. While I do like the free tress hair, I found this hair to be a lot better, because as I put it in, I made it kind of a point to be a little rough with the hair, because I wanted to see if the hair would fray and kind of bush out the first couple of strands. As free tress, when you put in free tress false locks, it tends to get a little bushy and straggly, like if you don't be gentle with it. So I really wanted to manipulate this hair to see if it was going to kind of bush out and get all frayer and rough looking, but it didn't. I put it through with ease, and I manipulated it through her hair just fine, and it still looked great. You'll see in the end results how it all looked after I got it in. I didn't have to take my time and go slow with it, as it might lose its curl. It bounced back in the shape perfectly. And if you notice at the beginning of this video, it has a very defining loop. some Faux hair locks and some crochet braids, it's so hard to find your loop, and you have to work really, really hard to not have any little stray strands or whatever. The loop was very defining on this hair, and I really, really liked that I could see the loop without struggle. And again, if you look at the beginning of this video, and I have the hair laid out so you can see it and see that it's 16 strands in the pack, you can see the loop and the definition it has, and I really like that because it makes it quicker for me to grab it and put it in. So I'm going to continue to put this in, because this is like I said, this is not a how-to braid hair video. This is a hair review video to review the hair that I use and why I think it is or isn't a good product to use. And I'm going to give this hair 2 thumbs up because I think it's something that you can use, that you can put in and last a really long time. Most of my clients, when I do their hair, they tend to leave their hair braided for 2 to 3 months. I say do not leave it up a maximum of 6 weeks, but most of my clients tend to leave their hair up for longer than that, as I tend to tell them how to care for it, how to keep it clean and all of that. And it turned out beautiful. She was very happy. It wasn't too big. She was able to put it up like she wanted. And I thank you for watching. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe, and follow me across other social media.